Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. Hey, I was just thinking about you Dizzy, so let's give him a quick shout out. It's been a little while since I've given him one. You guys know you Dizzy 1969. He's up in Worcester, Massachusetts, outside of Boston there. And he's got himself a little basement shop, let's call it. And I'm working in my basement shop. So let's give him a shout out. For those of you who watch his channel, you know he built the John Deere bike and the fire bike. Big supporter of the fire department he is. He's right now building a 3-wheeler bike. So yeah, cool guy. Go check him out. And I was thinking of him because I was putting on my safety glasses and ear protection because I've been doing a lot of grinding, and he always likes to say, you know, safety fifth or safety last. So anyway, so I've been down here in the basement. This is the motor mounts, and they were too tight. So what I did is, these were full angle irons. I cut away some of that support and you know, so now I don't know if you guys could see that, but there is a little bit more flex. Same with down here, right? I got rid of a lot of that extra support on the side. So, and I drilled the holes a little bigger. I started off with everything really tight because it was easier to line things up. But now everything's in place. I can make the holes a little bigger, so the assembly will be easier. Cold as the dickens outside, so I've been working down here, where it could be right next to the wood stove. By the way, for safety, that's a coal stove. That's a coal stove. That's all metal. That's all metal. So I'm working right here in front of the stove. So I'm being as careful as I could be. Well, I've been down here fooling about. I ran across centrifugal clutch, then I ran across another centrifugal clutch, then I ran across another centrifugal clutch. I mean, brandy spanking new in the bag. What is this, a max torque? Yeah, this is a max torque. And that's a max torque. I don't know what this is. It says FM Inc. made in the United States. So I think that's an old timer. These are a couple off of snow blowers. Right? Somebody cut the shaft. I'm hoping that comes apart without too much trouble. This is a big belt drive centrifugal clutch. There's another brandy new one. It's a Mercury. Back in the day, that used to be some fancy stuff. I also dug up a bunch of sprockets. On top there is all the 35 stuff, chain and sprockets. You guys could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, that's a mini bag tire, a wheel, old timer. A couple of Honda mufflers, Honda clones. And this is kind of the junkier centrifugal clutch pile. I guess this is the same as this guy. I also got some shoes here, 4 shoes. This one's pretty beat up. You can see the teeth are shot. Anyway, I've been kind of going through the pile to see what I have and what I don't have. And I don't know if you guys remember I bought a couple of centrifugal clutches that somebody used. What do they call them? Tennessee speed wrenches, which is a torch, a cut and torch, to remove them from the bikes. And this was the first one, and I already did my, magic here, right? This is what's left of the engine shaft that was in here. But you guys could see the guy did some damage to it. I mean, it still spins. It's another maxi torque. But I can turn it. Right. But there is a little damage here, and the clip that's supposed to go on here to hold the thing together is no longer there. This is another one that he used a torch to cut off, but he cut off this side. This side of the whole thing is still intact. I set this up. Put on my safety glasses. Just what I need to do, be on video when I load up my eyes with metal, right? I don't know, you guys have seen this thing, right? What I'm doing is basically boring out the center. I already oiled it. I set it up for this demonstration, right? I just have to I also, I already drilled this, coming through the other side. Get this out of here and I'll show you guys what I'm up to. One-handed man, right? You can see where he used a torch to cut it up. So I'm basically boring through it. When I come through this side with the bit, it jumps and shimmies and bitches a little bit, but I'll drill that through. With this one, I was able to drill it enough that basically the keyway split. This is actually the engine shaft, and you can see where the keyway basically split the shaft. Then it was easy. I just had to squeeze that in a little bit. Used those, right, the water pump pliers, squeeze that in, and it came right out. This one has a little bigger shaft size, so it's going to be a little bit more of a fight. This one is not torn up on the gear side or the sprocket side like this one is, but those are screwed up, so I'm going to have to re-drill them, the Allen key holes. So it's actually nice to be able to work down here in a warm spot. I should be making better use of this thing. I've only used it a few times now. I don't know. I think I've shown this to you guys, right? You know, it's a 3-in-1 machine. Harbor Freight. I bought this back, when I was working and day trading, and had some money to throw around. This head swings back around, right? You unlock it, and the head swings back around. Then you can use it as a milling machine or a drill press. Obviously, a lathe. It's a cool thing. One could also it has the ability to drive itself just horizontally. This doesn't have any automatic drive to it. The other nice thing about it is it has separate motors. This motor drives the top head, and then it's got another motor in here. Actually down there, that drives the lathe, and it also drives that part. So yeah, this has been a nice addition to the Horde. Once again, I don't make use of it as often as I should, but it's been helpful to have around. So just a quick video to show you guys what I'm up to and that I'm still alive. Go check out Dizzy. He does a good job. In the 24 hours, this thing has been on. Right, I have a little runtime clock on it. It's already burned 5 gallons of oil, cold out, and that's with the pellet stove and wood stove going, so much cold out. Alright folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. If you see anything down here you want to ask a question about, please do. Folks, remember to keep your feet down, your head up, and get out there and enjoy all your days. Even if you stay inside where it's warm and enjoy your days. Enjoy your days. Bye now.